Hi, and welcome back to the channel. If you're a football fan, you know that the Premier League is the holy grail of domestic football leagues worldwide. For almost 3 decades, the top-flight English league has been the cream of the crop, and it's no surprise why. With 11 different managers winning the league since its formation, it's safe to say that it's the most prestigious competition around. Now, when we think about the most successful teams in the league, it's impossible not to mention Manchester United. With a staggering 13 league titles, they are head and shoulders above the rest. But let's not forget about Manchester City, who sits in second place with 6 titles, or Chelsea, who have clinched the trophy 4 times. But here's something that'll make you scratch your head. Despite all the talented coaches England has produced over the years, not a single English manager has won the Premier League. That's right, you heard it correctly, not one. In this video, we're going to dive deep into this peculiar phenomenon and explore what could be behind this surprising trend. So buckle up and get ready for some top-notch football analysis. Back in the day, the First Division was the top football league in England, and an English coach had won it 2 years running. But then the Premier League arrived on the scene, and it was all about Manchester United and Alex Ferguson killing it together. Then in the 3rd season, Blackburn Rovers, who happened to have brought in another Scotsman, Kenny Dalglish, finally ended the Scottish monopoly. The closest an English coach came to winning the league was probably Kevin Keegan with Newcastle United in 1996. They were leading the pack, but then they had this freaky game against Manchester United where they dominated, but their keeper, Peter Schmeichel, was literally a brick wall. After that, Newcastle fell apart, and other big clubs started hiring foreign coaches left, right, and center, and that trend hasn't stopped since. One explanation for why no English manager has won the Premier League is the foreign dominance of the league. From the very beginning, the league has been dominated by foreign managers. There have certainly been seasons, 2015-16 being the most recent, when the top 10 positions were the exclusive province of foreign coaches. The first Premier League trophy was won by Sir Alex Ferguson, a Scottish manager who led Manchester United to 13 Premier League titles in 26 years. Other foreign managers who have won the league include Arsene Wenger, Carlo Ancelotti, Jose Mourinho, and Pep Guardiola. These managers brought different styles and tactics to the league, which gave them an edge over their English counterparts. Foreign managers are also more likely to be given the opportunity to manage top-tier teams in the Premier League. This is due in part to the foreign investment in the league. Foreign investors now own many teams who are more likely to hire foreign managers. Additionally, foreign managers are more likely to have experience managing top-tier teams in other countries. This experience can be valuable in the Premier League, as it's one of the most competitive leagues in the world. Another reason why no English manager has won the Premier League is the lack of opportunities given to them. They just don't get as many chances to manage the top dogs in the league. The dominance of foreign managers is one factor, but there's also a limited number of coaching gigs available. So when a team is looking for a new boss, they may be hesitant to take a chance on a relatively untested English manager when they could snap up a more seasoned foreign coach. It's tough luck for the homegrown talent, but that's how the cookie crumbles in the football world. Additionally, many English managers lack the necessary qualifications to manage top-tier teams in the Premier League. The Football Association, or FA, offers coaching courses and licenses for many managers, but Premier League teams do not view these as valuable. Many teams prefer hiring managers with experience managing top-tier teams in other countries, even if they lack the necessary coaching licenses. Another factor that may be contributing to the lack of English managers winning the Premier League is the pressure to win. The Premier League is one of the most competitive leagues in the world, and there is a tremendous amount of pressure on managers to succeed. Many teams are willing to hire foreign managers who have a proven track record of success rather than take a chance on an English manager who may be untested at the top level. On top of that, cultural differences could also play a role in the absence of English managers winning the Premier League. Football is a worldwide sport, and different cultures bring their own unique attitudes and strategies to the game. In England, football has always been associated with its physical and straightforward style, while other countries tend to prioritize technique and tactics. These cultural disparities might affect how English coaches approach the game. For instance, many foreign managers have introduced a more tactical approach, while some English managers have faced criticism for prioritizing physicality over tactics. The fact that no English manager has won the Premier League mirrors the bigger problems in English football. The national team hasn't been able to keep up with the best teams in the world today, and there hasn't been enough funding and support for grassroots football. This has led to a shortage of talented players and coaches in the country, making it harder for English managers to compete with their foreign counterparts. On a different note, looking at recent performances, it's hard to deny that English football has been on the rise. The national team has reached the quarterfinals of the 2022 World Cup in Qatar, the final of the 2020 Euro, and the semifinals of the 2018 World Cup. The consistent success in major tournaments is certainly a positive sign, and it's not unreasonable to hope that the trophy may eventually come home to England. English managers have been reportedly criticized for their inability to clinch the highly coveted Premier League trophy. However, it is important to note that they have achieved significant success in other domestic competitions. Until a few weeks ago, the Premier League had 5 English managers at the helm of various clubs. Currently, after Potter and Brendan Rodgers have been sacked respectively from Chelsea and Leicester, there are only 3. These include Eddie Howe of Newcastle, Gary O'Neill, one of the youngest managers in the league, who took over AFC Bournemouth in August 2022, and Sean Dyche of Everton. In conclusion, the Premier League's foreign dominance and limited opportunities for English managers have contributed to the absence of English manager lifting the coveted trophy. Additionally, cultural differences and lack of investment in grassroots football have played a role in this issue. However, with the English national team's recent success in major tournaments, it's only a matter of time before the country's top-tier football management catches up. Who knows, maybe the next Premier League season will finally see an English manager lifting the trophy. Only time will tell. Thanks for tuning in, everyone. We hope you found this discussion insightful. We'd love to hear your thoughts on the matter, so please leave a comment below and let us know what you think. And if you want to stay up to date on all things football, be sure to hit that subscribe button for more fascinating insights.